Or should I say, move, and drink. Mixed up right now. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. Or should I say, breathe, drink, eat culturally appropriately, and move. But anyway, take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Family, great day to you, great day. Getting ready for a long journey. Oh my God, I got on, Jim, give me that shirt. I undid everything, I mixed up. Big, how you doing? We don't know where the weed at, my friend. All right, but we about to. I forgot, got the wrong shirt on, so excuse me for a second, family. Shouts out to all those that's up toasting with us early in the morning. We got Brother Gye-Nyame on the line. Who else out there? Who else out there? We got, it looked like a Lifestyle 0014. Shouts out. Hope you ain't on no bullshit, because I've been getting people on some bullshit on here early in the morning. But if not, welcome, welcome, welcome. We about to do our toast. Lines will be open. We're going to have our toast and talk. I got to move out and take a long trip today. But we're going to toast our ancestors as we usually do. That's why I'm up a little bit early right now, because I had a mission. I got something that I have to do. And I am going to pour libations. Then I will open the lines for us to have our discussion, right? Actually do our toast for those that, because some of y'all might not really understand. Let me get stuff situated here. All right. So, let me think. All right. I am going to open one of these containers of that ambrosia. My personal health drink. I'm going to pour. Don't want too much of a SCOBY to come out. As y'all can see, that's this one. This one is lively. All right. And I'm going to make me some Gye-Nyame coffee. I got a video coming out on that soon, so be on the lookout on our Gye-Nyame Journey station. I'm going to start moving off of, once again, start trying to move off of the Hot Tim YouTube channel, start moving more towards the Gye-Nyame journal. Just celebrated Charlotte's birthday and our wedding anniversary yesterday, July 5th. Happy birthday, Sister Charlotte. And celebrations to both of y'all for your wedding anniversary. And Kwame, being usually the black Yoda that he is, came up with an ingenious way in which he would never be able to forget the wedding anniversary. That was brilliant. Strategy. My God, you don't want to mess with the black Yoda, my man, because he 2-3 steps ahead of a lot of us, man. He like, yo, we gonna get married on your birthday. And I ain't never got to worry about it. Just one gift. Two birds with one stone. Brilliant. So here we go. I got an announcement, look like. And this morning, we are celebrating the birthday of my great-great-nephew. Great? Am I reading that right? Great-great-nephew? Wow. Congratulations out there, family. So we got a lot of good stuff popping off today. So let's get started. So first off, we want to give honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that Creator. And we say, Ashe. From their family, we move to our list of our ancestors. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert the Texan, Davis, Herman Brown, Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walton, Chris Fanny Gasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittman L, Nomo X, Sapet Ma Ra, Malika Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carla Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rhodes, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulliam, the Luxton brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lewis Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bert Beatty, Sarah Well, Levita Farmer, Agoso Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Asbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keechler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mae Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Dorothy Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Gray, Bessie Johnson, Hallie Levester, Mae Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Franklin Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alex, Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Didi Monares, Gina Roop Jones, Jana Callahan, William Walter West, Nigella Parrish, Elder Basiji Falani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Denise Waters, DePretis Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scanterbury, Wilson Haley, Elma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Cadney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Peanut Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Neilon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Lady Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensenbaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Bradley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleepers, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Adam McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Brennan, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet McCate, Spencer Sturgis, Shirley Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Eno Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Molly Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Princess Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Frances, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. He Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erliston Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, and West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Betty Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramy Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruth Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Declan Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Coper, George Swan, Emania Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. Here we go. Joella Giles, James Carswell, Alberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jepson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Goray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khaled Isen, Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Albert Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruth Elaine Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Munger III. We raise up our glass to all of our ancestors and we salute them and we say Ashe. From their family, we move to the present moment. As you see, I had on the wrong shirt. Wardrobe malfunction. My production team is slipping. Gina over here on her little phone. She ain't got time to help me no more. My water's not full. I don't know what's going on. We about to start firing people around here. Real life at Gye-Nyame Journey. Sasha!
Yes.
Have you taken your bath?
Yes.
You brush your teeth?
Yes.
You put on your oil? Your lotion? Shea butter? I don't care. Alright. So, we are on Nia today. Family, we are activating our reticular formation. We are looking for Nia in our community. Tracking and hunting it down. Alright? Catch and release. Do not try to hold Nia. Release it. We want to find it in our community. We want to take pictures. Hashtag Nia. Hashtag Nia found. Hashtag Nia in action. All right? So, here we go. Nia today. For those that don't understand, means purpose. Balance is that's Gina filling up my thing. Nobody peeing me. Nia means purpose, which is the principle of the day, which is the day's name. Balance is the Harmonic law. Yellow, no, my fault. I'm on the wrong one. We're seeking out Kaumba. Oh my God. Kwame might be over there having a conniption right now. Talking about we on Kaumba. Man, these days off threw me off, family. We're going to seek and hunt down Kaumba. I bet you I put the wrong stream up. I know I did. I know I did. Oh, no. Oh, no. I might have to cut y'all off and start over. Oh, my God. Let's see. Oh, damn. All right. All right. Oh, man. All right. Well, y'all know it's Kaumba. I'm going to have to go in and correct that later on. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'm so ashamed. Kaumba is creativity. We're going to seek our creativity today. The mnemonic principle of the day is order. Color is orange. Cause and effect is the mnemonic principle. Is the hermetic law today. We also have male name for the day is Kwame. Shouts out to all the Kwames. Shouts out to the Amas, which is the female name of the day. We lift up our glass and we salute in proper fashion this day. Where our power line, we say Ashe. From there, family, you know where we go. We move to our children's children, onto infinity. My children are excited because they're about to go somewhere they want to be. They don't want to be with me.
Of course you don't.
Why you got your girls peeing in the back there? That is, oh my God. See, Kwame said y'all back there peeing, man. They're not peeing, man. They're just, all right, that's enough water. Cause
yeah. It's water.
We've been, whatever. Now the rumor is out. We got people peeing in the back of the Gye-Nyame house, right? But we lift up our glass, we salute our children's children unto infinity, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, you know where we go from here. We move to all of our relations. We toast them and we say Ashe. From all our relations, family, I toast. This is that selfish toast. What is it that you need in your life right now in order to move to the next level? In this moment, right now. Because this, the moment is all we got. So let's go on and get it out there. And we say Ashe. From there, I toast the most magnificent, marvelous, outstanding, wise. I don't think y'all spending the night. Well, Gina said just in case. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gonna pack one bag because I don't want a lot of difficulties. Pack one bag.
Where is my book bag?
I don't know. There's one book bag right there. You can pack that bag right there. All right. So we lift up our glass to the most magnificent, uplifting, outstanding individual in the room, and that just happens to be you. Don't be shy. Go and accept it. Go and accept it with your beautiful self, with your wise self, right? With your powerful self. We lift up the glass to you and we salute and we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. All right, family, we can do our toast and talk. I got a couple minutes before I have to get my babies to where they need to be. Let me put the call in line. (614-556-4535). Let's get our conversation popping. I got the speaker ready. Let's do it also on the Spreaker call-in line. Are open. 614-556-4535. There we go. So the lines are open. If anybody have anything they want to talk about, but just so that y'all know, we in turbulent times and a lot of secrets are being revealed. So 2 earthquakes in California. They reaching up towards 85 degrees in Alaska. And Donald Trump done dropped another secret on his family.
He lost his plane.
No. They had planes back during the Revolutionary War.
What?
They were storming airfields. I knew it. We have been being lied to. Yeah, Donald Trump opened up a can of worms there. He let out the secret. They had airplanes back during the Revolutionary War. You heard it here first on Gye-Nyame Journey. Congrats to Kemet and Sezuri on their nuptials on the morrow. Oh, okay. Shouts out to the family out there. We toast members of their family as well. Congratulations. Any call in 614-556-4535. So until y'all do call in, let's go down. Let's see what we have not been able to discuss on the Gye-Nyame Journey timeline. The newsletter is coming. The newsletter is coming. The newsletter is coming. I got a little bit behind last night. I had to finish one of my ebooks. And man, it looked so easy. But once again, it was something just kept popping up. And I kept having to re-up. It was horrible. But I finally got it figured out, I think. And I'm just going to offer this book in different formats because it don't make no sense. The side is supposed to make it simple, but then if your paragraphs is too long, it don't even cut. It'll just leave a whole page empty. So what I'm gonna start doing is figuring out how to use that. Most of the information for the newsletter. Also, timeline. So the timeline for the newsletter. I have pictures up from our camping trip in 2018. Some videos, those that want to relive some of that camping trip. In the news. All right, somebody posted up the one, of course, on by I can't remember his name right now. Read by hey, you know his voice when you hear. We have a show on Gye-Nyame. Man, we had some trolls. I'd be like, good God Almighty. Troll brother Hot Tim, and that could be good. Files lawsuit for Trump's tax return. It is what it is. But once operations than it is to get his tax returns. War is when your government tells you who the enemy is. A revolution is when you find for the newsletter. Now, everyone else, not so much so. All right, no comments. Let's go and talk about this. The rich getting rich. Might not be able to read the whole thing. Well, Reuters is kind of generous. Last month, Pink Floyd front guitar collection for $21.5 million.
Wait, what?
Piece. His famed Black National Football League's Indianapolis Colts. Lord have mercy. In the charity auction, marking yet another market just weeks after New York-based art dealer auction Claude Monte's Mules MEULES for $1.7 million, the most ever for impressionist. And it is not just instrument. The world's billionaire set are prize vanity purchases. Days before the Pink Floyd auction, Franco is cable magnate Patrick Gye-Nyame firm Altice made a $3.7 billion bid. The Monet sale. Welcome to expansion in history. Can you tell? Call, Sister Navita's calling in. Let me go.
You're killing me, Smalls. I don't know if it's YouTube stream, if it's not, but you.
That ain't me. Girl.
That's your ass, because the other time I'm on here, but then sometimes it don't.
You gotta remember, this is a holiday. And plus, I had to cut off. I just wanted to get on before I had to hit this. I mean, because I got this underneath, so I'm going to go up and change it. Oh, see, and that's a whole nother issue. The comment on my stream, period. I got one from that's the only one up here. The other ones is the ones I get from Kwame. So I'm not even seeing a lot of that. Let me see if I can see him on Hootsuite. Well, I'm Hootsuite right now, but let me see if I can see him on the Hootsuite, because I'll be really wanting to respond. Because, I mean, it's just the way it is right now. So they supposed to be working on something, coming through a break. Able to see all of them. Because, but you know what's crazy? When those trolls got on here, I got to see their shit, but I don't get to see some conspiracy. So we got motherfuckers buying U.S. economic expansion in history. One perhaps best chasm between the unfairly rich and everyone else. In its record-setting 121st month, or as we know as Emoja, are all over. Are getting bigger. Mergers and acquisitions to individuals buying luxury penthouses, sports teams, yachts, and all frills pilgrimages to the ends of the earth. And while these deals grab headlines, there's a deeper trend at work. The number of billionaires in the United States has more than doubled in the last decade, from 267 in 2008 to 607 last year, according to UBS. The rich have gotten richer. They've gotten richer faster, said John Matthews, head of private wealth management and ultra-high net worth at UBS, Global Wealth Management. The driver of the desire for consumption has just gone upscale. But there also are signs of struggle and stagnation at lower income levels. Now, let's just think about this, family. You know, we already know what we are on the scale. So if it's slowing down for everybody else, what is it for you? Right? But there are also signs of struggle and stagnation at lower income levels. The wealthiest fifth of Americans hold 88% of the country's wealth. A share that has grown since before the crisis. Federal Reserve data through 2016 shows, meanwhile, the number of people receiving federal food stamps tops 39 million. Below the peak in 2013, but still up 40% from 2008, even though the country's population has only grown about 8%. So, you know, I mean, we still.
I mean, we know the gap is the old school middle class, so to speak. That's a dying breed. You either got it or you the haves and the have-nots.
Oh, it's
Is
there
where
now.
we're going to.
It's there, and you know, the piece that we have to take into account is being ADOS. Where do we really stand in that? We got all. It's just crazy. So the reason I put stuff up like this is because I really want us to really, really look at where we are in this whole piece and start dealing with it from a realistic perspective rather than dealing with it from some of the fantasies that you be hearing some of these people talking about when they come on here or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then also to move us to stop being accepting of these behaviors. If it's inappropriate behavior, we need to be able to call it out, and we need to be able to start really dealing with it, especially when it comes to our politics, because we are being dealt with totally incorrect when it comes to politics, and it's not okay.
But what about the people that say, how can you publicly put down another black person? That's creating dissension and separation in the community when you do that. So, what do you say to those?
What I say to that is this, right? I'm building a tribe. I'm building family right now. I'm taking care of my family. If your interests conflict with mine, then we have an issue. And we should, in a sense, like I said, once again, that gets to us establishing those borders, establishing that line. When people are outside that, we have to be able to evaluate, are they us or are they not us? You understand what I'm saying? Because it becomes dangerous when we just allow it to float out there. We see what happens to us, Navita, when we just allow it to float out there. We've been allowed to float out there for years. Now, the internet is full of just crazy motherfuckers feeling they can say whatever they want, whenever they want. It's full of individuals that supposedly represent us, but they don't. We got motherfuckers representing us on the news, but they don't represent us. But they supposed to speak for us.
Roland Martin said if, we some ignorant-ass Negroes, the ones who want to get out and publicly say things against Kamala Olive Harris.
You said
he's saying, I call her Kamala. What is that, Olive? Kamala, whatever. But anyway, yeah, he said that we're some ignorant Negroes that we got the nerve to be talking about this intelligent black woman, and we need to be more educated on her before we speaking against her. We just some dumb, ignorant Negroes.
Wow. See, he drew a line. See, you understand what I'm saying? He drew a line. Lesson, right? I'm not mad at Roland. Roland let you know where he stand. Not mad. Your interest conflict with mine. Hence, we have beef. That's called beef. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about no dollars. We're not talking about him stepping on my shoes. We're talking about where he's very clear with his interests. He's very clear on his stand. And what we have to be willing to do is be able to stand. That's what the whole piece about tribing up is about. So that you can start finding those individuals in our people that are like you. And start tribing up. We have to, because we're coming to a point in time where we are being pushed into a corner. Because when they talk about a wealth gap, yes, it affects white America. Yes, it affects Hispanic America. Yes, it affects Asian America. But I'm concerned about how it affects Black America. And on top of Black America, I'm more concerned about how it affects individuals in my tribe. Period. Whether you in my tribe here or you in Burkina Faso, I have to be concerned because that's what I'm supposed to do. And I have to be able to have these conversations so that we start being able to have the code, have the idea, because we have to start, one, training up our young people, and two, we got to start training up ourselves because we know we got a bunch of people out here on some foolishness. Slow down, Kwame. Kwame said, ask Navita if she ever arrived at the conclusion that Abina in 2000 season told the rest of the initiation crew that they were in danger in addition to in Sunisi telling them?
We talked about that last night, and I got your message from Mama Alona saying that she told them through the dance. So I gotta revisit the dance piece. I kind of glanced over it in class last night, but I got to revisit the dance piece to see what she very well may have somehow told them that these white folks is about to do you in through the dance. But so which goes forth to say that she did tell them, and there would be something problematic, in my opinion, if she didn't. But you got to read the book 2,000 Seasons, which is a very, in my opinion, brutal book. Oh my God, boy!
You say it's brutal?
Shit.
So
yeah.
tell them where y'all reading the book.
Okay, well, we are reading the book at Zawadi Bookstore. We actually have a study group / book club, which is based from ASCAC, which is the Ancient Cities of African
Civilization.
What is it? Civilizations and cultures, something like that. Yeah. So, you could come. Anybody's welcome to come. Friday nights at 6. Right now, we're reading the book 2,000 Seasons, and I cannot pronounce the brother's name. Arma. I think that's it. Arma. But so basically, in the book, we're at the part where the sister Abina is on the ship with the white destroyers. This is a fictional book. She's based on some historical facts, though. So she's on the ship with the white destroyers, and they invite the other Africans. They cruise off to another place, invite these Africans, come on in, and, we got wine and drinks and, jewelry and what Tariq would call the nigger trinkets. We got the nigger trinkets. Come on board and check out the nigger trinkets. So before after the party,
they got some nice
party
nigger
was
trinkets.
over, he says, we got some jewelry for you. They got some jewelry for you in the bottom of the boat. Come on down. You got some bracelets and anklets.
Yeah, they real made out of a heavy metal. Yeah.
Right.
Nice chains for your ass, too. Thick chains for your ass.
Right. So they made them vulnerable, made them weak because they lost their way as Africans, because they didn't typically partake in these type of festivities, especially with, like you said, people who are not in your tribe. And my thing was, well, I ain't the sister who was on board. I was like, why did she tell him? Like, yo, I better get the fuck out of here. They about to do y'all. But, we had that debate last time, and so Kwame is saying, well, she told him through a dance that she had done. So I'm like, okay, because I got to tell you, like, look, bruh,
wait a minute.
To do y'all.
How could y'all know that she told them through the dance? I mean, was there preludes to the dance? Because this is a book. So it's not like you can actually see the dance. Did she do a specific dance? What dance did she do?
She did a dance, and then somewhere in the dance, I remember she stopped abruptly and doesn't finish the dance. And I'm trying to figure out if that was the interpretation that she's telling them to go on because she didn't finish the dance in its entirety, or I'm trying to figure out, is it the white destroyers was the reason why she typically doesn't finish the dance. And I thought that they really wanted her to do the dance anyway, the Yodis. So I don't know.
All right. Kwame is going crazy. Let me read his stuff. Critical analysis of another's perspective should not be a problem. Are their interests compatible with our own or not? And then we act accordingly. Look how they did Tavis Smiley and Dr. West when criticizing the former President Obama. A lot of y'all remember that. I mean, Tavis Smiley used to be a regular on Tom Joyner, and then he had a small disagreement about Obama. Somebody else was on the line. I'm sorry. Whoever was on the line, call back in, and we will get to you. Critical analysis of another perspective should not be a problem. Are their interests compatible with our own or not? and then we act accordingly. We need to be able to mark out our allies and our enemies and our relatives. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that because everybody else, you know what I'm saying? And just because everybody else is doing don't make it right, but it is a survival technique. It is a necessity for survival. Look how they did. Last one. Hold on, because Kwame going crazy. You know, he got about 2 more here. These are cultural messages being expressed between West African initiates. They all have been introduced to the same information and means of expression. She also told them through the dance, I guess, how she looked at them all throughout the experience. 2000 season is a historical fiction. The dance was a birthing ritual.
Right.
So how the birthing ritual was a warning.
I gotta read back and see how that's still a warning.
All right, I'm gonna have to get the damn book now. Got me.
Sometimes I think they want to make every African be doing the right thing, but sometimes they do make mistakes. That's just. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. But that's human. You know what I'm saying? We all make mistakes.
Right, it's human.
We all make mistakes. I ain't mad at you for making a mistake. But like you said, you know, you if she didn't, you're supposed to feel a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? But another piece is that all this information, brother, the Black Yoda done called in. Here we go. Hey. Come on, Kwame. Please, before it start leaking. Go ahead, Kwame. I read you. All upset.
I ain't to clarify something. So this Abenai character, another initiates or so. ACDC has been put out in the village because he was the initiate. So all of the initiates, you know, the cultural things, all of them are, you know, being introduced means of expression. And of course, dance was one. Miss Susan, you know, hanging out with Charlotte, African dance.
You say hold on. Stop watching the African dance.
White dancers, and I feel on her while she dances. Anyway, there's a master teacher, Marty Ross, who comes in from time to time.
Hold on, Kwame. Hold on.
It sounds like he's in a car or something in the window.
Fan, that was my fan.
Oh, okay.
He was feeling good too. The message is, you know, when you have a master drummer and a master dancer, in this case, a master dancer, a slight dip of the hip is a means how they want the drummer to change the cadence. And so, of course, and you know, she was doing her dance, and that the birthing ritual was to reach. She was able to reach again, and so the impression. The birth takes place, but the birthing is never completed. He's trying to relay the message that look, or one of the messages, because there's but one of the main messages at this point that we're meant. We were in the middle of our initiation process, quote unquote, completed one after they were supposed to go under master teachers so that own right, but they were go to the party.
Daddy.
ritual dance, where basically she's showing that it's aborted. And so, look, we're aborting our, let's not do this. So that's one aspect of it. But then their master teacher, Isunisi, was telling them, look, finding them several times came out of the hands of the predator. But the white and so they're being white people. Don't trust these white people. And nonetheless, after their master teacher tells them not to trust them, dance, and even as they're starting to, she's looking at them like, you. And even while they're on, they're getting drunk, she's looking at them like, you. They start to nigga drinking, and she's like, no part of this. Only through, her, and what she does is there's no other way she can convey to them not to do. And
well,
found her. Go ahead.
Say, look, they about to, because she was already familiar with what. Look here, you go on here and you get to drinking and partying with you. I've seen it done. I've seen it done.
Okay, so you, Hakim, and I are discussing, and we're surrounded, and they ain't leaving us to ourselves. We're just supposed to reveal, all the which within our culture is clearly understood. But you'd rather, this is what we're going to do?
No. And that's why I got to go back and revisit. There was a point in the book I saw. I had conversed with them and the white people proximity, where she was able to talk. I remember thinking, but I don't know.
But again, so really, you wanted community, and we as Africans have communicated than through the verbal. It sounds like you're not giving these other means of communication the respect you're giving the verbal, because I didn't remember it, but Elder Alona was trying to. I don't
remember that, because I remember he gave them the verbal. He gave it, but she was the one that knew. Like the white folks, he already had told them. Don't trust them.
The master teacher, and they didn't listen to him. Basically, all she was doing was trying to. He gave them. There are going to be those black folks, even from time to time, who just ain't going to hear what we saying. Tell them we can draw all the words, use all the math, science. It don't matter. That
apparently they sure didn't listen to
they thought they were, in other words, the first thing was their ego. These people are here to kill your ass, and just because they throw a party.
Right. And that translates even into,
Absolutely. And those folks, those initiates, whether they got their bachelor's, master's, PhD studies, and then all that kind of stuff, those are one. Some of them know, but some of them still want to be rewarded by the very one who would just try and say, look, this is what our history. And so, based on that, common sense would say, or help our people survive.
Kind of reminds me of in the 90s. I don't know if y'all remember this time. They sent out a series of letters telling people some kind of money and.
Oh, they do that on the internet.
Remember that? When they showed up, they got arrested.
Oh, they do that on tricks. But I might have won. I'm going anyway. I might have
giving me some money. I'm about to go on over here and see what they got. They talked about
pretty silver ones, though.
The
nigga. So that we have to be. So the whole issue is family, because a lot of this information that we have, it ain't just our people, but people in general, by stats, are not moved. Information, they're moved by, in a sense, the story, because it speaks to something too. It speaks to them. It's deeper than just all the are. And that's.
Let me insert real quick.
Go ahead.
Now, think of the dance Abed was doing. She's including the movement, and that's all, that Africans community. So if they ain't going to get it on those levels,
Get it.
Mr. Bo,
They ain't gonna get it.
or in this case, they caught the vote.
Right.
We just, and one of the key pieces we strive for in Gye-Nyame and our young people are symbol literacy, and be able to start learning how to communicate with people. I was working with a young man, and I tell the story all the time. With this brother, trying to meet with him, and I didn't know that I knew his one of my brothers who's OG. I said, "Damn, I've been trying to reach this little brother for long." He said, "I don't know. Is that what y'all call him?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Look, you." So I go over there, and instead of hiring from me, he came like such and such told me I was supposed to meet with you. You had some, and he ain't moved. I said, "Well, what's going on with you?" "But I don't feel you." I understand. Thank you for your honesty. And because the whole piece was, I was talking to a lot of young brothers. Now they done they done watered down the whole idea of where, hey, you know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to feel as a dude, blah, 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 all this. So they dumb as the attack on us is in so many different directions. Where it took, oh my God, I can't think of the elder's name. Wakesa to come be like, yo, we need to plug back into our feelings. You know what I'm saying? So that we can start reaching some of the people that we really want to reach. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because we robbing ourselves. We're missing the boat on so many levels because we want to throw out the charts and the graphs. You know what I'm saying? And that works to a certain extent, but until they start filling the information, it will not move them. It was the feeling that they got when they walked into the halls of the Nation of Islam. They felt them. The same thing with the Black Panther Party. They felt it. The same thing that got individuals out there in that civil rights struggle. It wasn't the statistics. They all knew what was going on, but they had to feel that if something had to be done, and they had to feel that they were the ones to do it. And until we get to that point in our movement, you know what I'm saying? It's just going to be four of us. It's just gonna be four of us and the elders. You know what I'm saying? So, we got to get to a point where we are evolving our message so that people can feel what we're talking about. Give me something she can feel, or something like that. It's a song out there like that. You know what I'm saying?
Aretha Franklin and En Vogue, you did that.
Right. Well, give me something that he could feel. You know what I'm saying? We got to be able to do that. I mean, because that's real. She was trying to get him something. See, because this will happen. I want to be like everybody else's culture. I am sophisticated. In building Gye-Nyame, where somebody will come and they will be to me. In many ways, I'm very careful about who I bring in. I'm careful about what books I use, how, and I introduce when you introduce certain information. We just drill. I think they be cutting me off when I cut certain things to people that you respond. You have to understand that you are, in a sense, to others that may not mentions. Because this done happened to me several different times. Bring somebody in to, you know what I'm saying? They trying to live in your house. As a matter. So I'm very careful about it.
And they just want to change.
Oh yeah. Oh, they won't know. They want you out. Because I done been through that several times. So I'm very careful like this. I'm very careful about that because I already know. Because they already people something they can feel. You got to go to the hard facts. You got to go to the real statistics. From the outside come in, all that stuff that you done spent, everybody gone. And then that person could just leave town, and now you got to start from zero. Like, nah, I'm 51 now. That shit anymore. This is why when y'all be seeing me kind of resist who we, you know what I'm saying? So, but I'm gonna give y'all the final word. Albana last, Miss Albana Navita last. Thing. Then I'm going. Oh, my fault.
So she can do her dance.
Hold. I think it's your day. Is it your day today?
It's my
Navita, I have to renege.
Renega.
Give him some final words to go off into the sunset.
All right, well, as we go, let's touch, and that doesn't have to be a feeling thing.
It's on you, Brother Kwame.
I ain't got nothing to say other than I'll welcome my great nephew into the world.
All right.
And, Orlando and his he calls her these days Triana. You know, let's make this black world.
I say.
One question for y'all. I just remembered quick. But if any of you two, this was a question that came up in class last night. Have any of you ever seen a continental African woman pour libation?
That might not be allowed in the tradition. I think.
Have
now,
you ever seen it? That's the question.
I haven't seen it, but I think Maladomi Some's wife might have done it. But I don't. No, I haven't.
I haven't seen
Okay.
Man, just answer the question.
They asked in class last night. That's just one. If anybody else. I think Elder West said he can't remember his answer, but most people had not seen it. If anyone said they did, it may have been Elder West. So I was just, like I said, it may be their tradition that women, they show in a lot of times their religion, whether it be Christianity or Islam, sometimes may also forbid that. But this was one if anybody else has seen that.
So, Sister Navita put a call out.
But what about well, no, that's still not continental, because I started going into the offsprings, if you will, offspring religions from the continent, those that are found in, Brazil and Latin America and New Orleans and down there in Alabama and Georgia and Carolinas, some of them root workers.
He said, get down in the roots. I feel you.
Look, man, I call it the Juba Juba, boy. Oh, shit. They work that Juba Juba on you, man. I don't know.
I don't know either, man.
I don't either, man.
You're right. They work them roots on you. It's over. Nah, we kind actually we kind of got a head start on all that because we got ancestors that step up and knock shit out the way for us. So I'm not a lot of that. We don't really have to unless we going totally outside our values. Because the beautiful thing about the ancestors, man, as long as you in the principles, you straight. But as soon as your ass stray, ba-da-pow! You getting a big slap. Like, shit. I didn't know.
Some people gonna get the shit slapped out of them.
Oh, man. See, but the key piece is most of the time it's those that know. So what we have to do is we got to let people know, yo, your ancestors out here, fam. Once they know, then they get held. We got a lot of people out here acting on ignorance, and ignorance is a shield. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't even gonna say ignorance. They just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because they actually believe all of the stuff. They believe all the stuff that they have been told. You know what I'm saying? Spookism and all this. And all that. They believe all that. So, other than that, but eventually as we start spreading the word, people gonna start, knowing and then be like, damn, maybe I shouldn't do that. Because I heard, Miss Sally's toe fell off and some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
But here's what I'm talking about. See, I don't know what y'all talking about. You see, Charlotte's mom from South Carolina. And first time I saw Charlotte, man, it was over. Charlotte was wearing this sundress like I ain't never seen a woman wear a sundress.
I know that.
And look, I'll just sum it up in these two sentences. Yesterday made 19 years of marriage.
Wow. Congratulations, Kwame.
I've been with her for going on 30 years.
You know what that means, Kwame?
Yeah. She worked that Juve on me.
And that could be a good thing, you know.
Hey.
It's always a bad thing.
Look, I'm all right with that.
Right.
You said, man, I wasn't even going to say that, but damn, I'm going to shut my mouth. Damn, but hey, you said 30 years? And you met her at Ohio State?
No. Well, she was at Ohio State. I had graduated from Oberlin at that point.
Man.
Because I was still doing the Shule at the Acton Center for Study and Worship when
we old, man. Do you know we at the age that Noma was?
Ain't that crazy?
We at the age where Noma was. Noma used to look at me, boy, I got one good slam left in me. Don't make me use it on you, Peanut. Like, hey, why you keep calling me Peanut? I've been around a long time and no only grown man call me Peanut. I'd be like, oh, man, stop calling me that, man. I call you what I want. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, did you ever, real quickly, when we did a man, me, Brother Ed, Brother Dave, did we had Ray Hagens here at the King Arts Complex, and we did a community, what is that, like a ceremony honoring revolutionaries in the community. And we gave away awards to community revolutionaries in the form of arts, warriorism, education, etc. And I remember Brother Nomo, they wheeled him in and we awarded him as a community warrior in the community. Were you there?
Probably. I don't. He put the call out.
And that's what I'm thinking too. See, I went to several awards where he was. I can't play.
But yeah.
But okay.
Well, now, if it back, I might not went because that far back. Because I was on stage. I did that, but we might need to start bringing back the award. We need.
We honored him and Elder West as the master artist. It was real nice, and then we did, I want to say Baba Carter maybe, or Dr. Kelsey, I can't remember.
Man, we got to call Baba.
And that's what we need to really start exposing the stories. See, because it's easy. It's like, now, this is what Greg Carr got. Greg Carr got a story, he got you. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They need to be sitting down talking with our young people. Not about young boy, what you need to do, man, so that we can start getting those stories. Because like I said, a lot affected me more than historical conversations.
Right. That's where the feeling piece comes. Relate to something, you can feel it. Like you say, all that, well, this is what, but I can relate to you when you tell me a story. That, I can feel that. I didn't know, because sometimes people elders feel like you above you don't get it. But my son always be like, you don't even mention nothing. Don't listen, motherfuckers. He didn't want to listen, but
His name, Levon's cousin. I think his name was Jay.
You talking about the cousin?
Yeah.
Okay, Jay. I can't think of the brother's name, man. Family, you know, and
It's the intention.
Levon's cousin. I say Levon's cousin.
Yeah.
The Sasha's story, and man, they got 3 months when we meet at Warrior Trainer.
Okay.
That personal, it's that person, hey, excuse me. Stop at Gye-Nyame Journey. Hey, come on now, you singing, okay? Plugging people into who you are, and then also type of things where our young people can relate to other people. But I want to say this to you, Navita, and all. When we look at the of our families, right?
Mm-hmm.
For example, in many ways, as her dad, even though he was he had to take responsibility, able to listen to him in a way that she couldn't listen to her birth dad, and he'd be able to tell her what to do. Time, this is why we got to really get back in it, because it's always morphing, and the whole piece that I got to get to is that family. It's a tribe. It's not a business. It's money, because a tribe is a group of families that come together and decide that if the world work with us, it's cool. If the world don't, then we together, we gonna die together. That's a tribe.
Stop there for a moment. Now, do you understand why?
Yeah, that came up in class yesterday because they asked her, like, why bounce when you had the chance? You know, she's like, nothing without my tribe.
Without my
Wander around alone.
Exactly.
And just bringing up some other shit. I'm reading a book right now. The book is called. But I can't keep right. So, university. I stumbled on this book called A Man of Honor. It's a Bonanno story, right? And this Italian mafia, and I'm sitting up here listening, like, oh my God. See, because what a lot of people don't understand is that it was in the lower part of Italy that they might be carrying, they might have got from you.
Right.
Hannibal.
You know, the history of.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not a criminal, I'm just a don. Father. I'm a father of my family. And I don't receive money for being, he's so smooth, it was so smooth, and y'all involved in all, but what he was saying, family, and I am nothing, and because you said, I am nothing, what I've been convinced is that you can be something without your family. In American individualism, and they get you out there by yourself, and they torture your ass. Falling for it. We keep falling for the same trick. Blackness, because that's what a lot of to get them to think that they can escape blackness, even though they do that. This is why it's like for focus on my kids. Work my job, focus on my kids. already know how that goes. Because what I focus on only on what happening is that other kids start to another experience start to leak into their lives. So what I want to do is I want to control children with other children, so do not come up alone, do not come up isolated. And
Right.
that's all we could do. So with the son, your son in many cases, he's supposed to won't be able to reach him. That's why, in a sense, we got to form these brothers where the young man and young women will have those. We have certain expectation of our children. They be like, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit. But when they hear saying it ain't exactly the same, because Brother Hatim cuss a lot, but he cuss. Well, my mama cuss more than him, but yeah. Even crazier. Think about this. For tribes to a point where they start forming tribes themselves.
Yep.
Because your son is in a tribe. Well, my issue was when I was out there was how do tribes to where I can have Bloods and Crips living in. How can I create something where I have, regardless of what flag one of these boys come up under, they understand it's Gye-Nyame. You don't listen. You know what I'm saying? Brother here, the folk, I got your blood brother. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole piece is we got to transcend as family. It's tribe. I need to be gone, man. Why y'all gonna entice me with some bullshit?
All right, I'm out of here.
All right, one love.
Peace, family.
Right.
Family, I want to remind you that you are the place of the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stuff where your hustle builds muscle. This is I'm your host, Brother Hatim, Black Yoda himself, Mr. Navita. And this has been your Daily Toast. And of course, you know it's a Heart of a Simple production, where we strive to blow up your old paradigms. Family, I will see you in the morning, late morning, early afternoon for the toast, because I don't know what time I'm getting back. I'm out. Peace.